My Christian statement of purpose. A vessel of God's love, I, John Zerga, Jr., stand before God and the world as a humble servant, called to shine his light in a world often shadowed by pain and division. My life has been a journey of spiritual and mental struggles, shaped by feeling different and navigating the harshness of judgmental, self-elevated souls. Yet through the transformative love of Jesus Christ, I have found my worth and my purpose. To be a beacon of hope, to pray for the healing of others, and to help them discover their divine calling. This is my dream, a life dedicated to lifting the downtrodden, fostering love, and building connections that reflect God's will, so that all may know his boundless love. My heart aches for those who suffer, not just in body but in spirit, weighed down by a world that often measures worth by wealth, power, or status. I am not here to condemn, for judgment belongs to God alone. Instead, I pray that those in tribulation find healing, peace, joy, and hope. I pray they feel God's love so deeply that they know without doubt he is their God. My own life has been marked by feeling less than, belittled by voices that called me unworthy, inadequate, or simply not enough. For too long, those voices shaped my reality, a cage of doubt that trapped my spirit. I believed I could never measure up, that my differences were flaws, that the criticism of narcissistic, perfectionist souls defined me. But through Jesus Christ, I have been set free. In him I see my true worth, not in worldly accolades, but in the gifts God has woven into my soul. I am his creation, fearfully and wonderfully made, and my purpose is to use those gifts to serve others and glorify him. This journey has shown me a truth that burns brightly. Every soul carries a divine spark, a unique calling to contribute to God's creation. Yet so many are trapped in roles that dim their light, jobs that stifle their talents, systems that favor the connected over the capable, and cultures that judge success by material gain rather than spiritual fruit. This is an injustice, a betrayal of the divine order. The great figures of faith, Jesus, the apostles, and others, lived lives of simplicity, service, and sacrifice, yet their impact echoes through eternity. Why then do so many who claim faith chase wealth and status, pulling up to church in gleaming cars, adorned with luxury, while the poor go unnoticed? Jesus warned that it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter heaven. True success lies not in what we possess, but in what we give, our love, our compassion, our belief in others. I long to live this truth, to be a vessel of God's generosity in a world that often hoards its blessings. My life has not been without pain. I grew up without mentors, with a father who was abusive and neglectful, and a family where no one stepped forward to fill the void. I forgive them, for they were shaped by their own struggles, but their absence left a longing in my heart to be the person I needed, the mentor, friend, or guide for those who feel unseen. I dream of being a good Samaritan, paying a struggling neighbor's rent, helping someone find a job that fulfills their purpose, or simply offering a kind word to lift a weary soul. I am inspired by my uncle, a man whose home was filled with laughter, music, and fellowship, who brought people together in joy. I want to be that person, the one who creates moments where God's love shines through, where people feel valued, connected, and alive. The world is not kind to those who don't fit its mold. I've seen how society labels as failures those who have tried harder than the successful, how it rewards the loud and the privileged while ignoring the quiet and the faithful. This hypocrisy is by design, a system that thrives on division, prejudice, and self-interest. Yet I refuse to judge. My prayer is for a world where every person is given the chance to shine, where nepotism, favoritism, and prejudice give way to justice and compassion. I want to help build that world, not through grand gestures, but through small, intentional acts, listening to someone's story, offering a helping hand, or connecting people to opportunities that align with their God-given calling. I believe that true freedom comes from aligning our lives with God's will, using our gifts to serve others rather than ourselves. The world tempts us to chase fleeting pleasures, fame, wealth, power, but these are shadows that fade. What endures is the love we share, the hope we inspire, the lives we touch. I am not perfect, nor do I claim to have all the answers. My life has been a tapestry of pain and redemption, woven together by God's grace. Suffering has been my teacher, revealing the fragility of human pride and the strength of divine love. I've learned that true wealth is not in what we accumulate, but in what we give away, our time, our kindness, our belief in others. I want to be the person who sees the potential in those who feel overlooked, who helps them rise above the voices that tell them they're not enough. I want to bring people together, not for selfish gain, but for the glory of God, creating moments of joy and connection that echo into eternity. To those who feel downtrodden, who wonder if their day will ever come, I offer this. Your worth is not defined by the world's judgment, but by the one who created you. You are not a failure because you haven't yet found your place. You are a soul in progress, shaped by God's hand. Keep seeking, keep praying, keep trusting. Your purpose is waiting, and I pray you find it, that you shine as the light God made you to be. To the world, I offer this conviction. Let us stop judging, stereotyping, and condemning. Let us lift each other up, recognizing that every person has a role in God's plan. Let us build a world where love triumphs over division, where compassion overcomes prejudice, and where every soul is given the chance to fulfill their divine calling. Above all, my purpose is to glorify God in all that I do. I may not have the wealth or power the world admires, but I have faith, hope, and a heart full of love. With these, I will strive to make a difference, one act of kindness at a time, trusting that God will guide my steps. My dream is to be a vessel of His love, a bridge between people, a light in the darkness. May we all find the courage to live our purpose, to love without judgment, and to bring a little more of heaven to earth. This is my prayer, my calling, my life's work, to serve God by serving others, to foster hope, and to build a community where His love reigns supreme. In the name of the Messiah, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen.